Hey YouTube! So I'm coming on camera today to show you guys how I make my hair oil. I do purchase the oils in their purest form. You can find these oils from any of your local organic market. I personally went to Lucky's Market, but I have been to like Trader Joe's, New Leaf, Whole Foods, places like that. You just want to avoid purchasing your oils from the beauty supply store because a lot of the oils at the beauty supply store are diluted with all of these other products. They're just really trying to stretch out the ingredients to make more money, if that makes sense. So I go ahead and spend the extra couple of dollars to purchase the oils in their purest forms. So first I'm gonna go into what I look for when I purchase oils. The first things I look at are the ingredients. If I'm looking for coconut oil, I don't know what the scientific name for coconut oil is right now, but that's all I want to see in the ingredients. If I'm purchasing peppermint oil, I don't want to see that it's stretched out with all of these other oils. I just want to see peppermint oil. And the second thing I look for is how much boom am I getting for my bank. A lot of people will go with a more expensive product just because it's more expensive, but in reality, you're paying for the brand. You have to understand that a lot of brands that are higher doesn't necessarily make it better than the cheaper brand. So I'm always gonna go with the option that gets me more product for my money. So let's talk about these oils. A lot of people will just buy oils and just mix them all together, but it's super important to understand the purpose of each oil, the reason why you're putting this oil on your hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the essential oils. I have peppermint oil, tea tree oil, eucalyptus, and vitamin E oils. These are the oils that they would say you need to dilute. And I dilute them with olive oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, and avocado oil because those oils aren't as strong. Education time! Now peppermint oil, it cleanses your hair and it keeps it healthy. I'm actually running out of this peppermint oil, but I've had this bottle for a long time. That just goes to show you how much you really use when you're mixing your oils together. The peppermint oil, I also like to put it on braids, like when I'm doing braids, because a lot of time your scalp does get a little sensitive or a little tender, and the cool feeling on your scalp really does help. Tea tree oil soothes a dry and itchy scalp, and it's really good if you have dandruff. Eucalyptus oil is just one of those old remedies. It's just one of those old healing oils. It is the jack of all trades. It does a lot of things. But me personally, I like it because it's said to soothe headaches, and it also helps with hair growth. So you're a little heavy-handed on that. Now vitamin E oil, it just encourages like scalp circulation. It adds shine. It prevents dry and split ends. It's also like a bit of a heat protectant, so of course you have to include a little bit of vitamin E. Moving on to the oils that we'll be using to dilute our essential oils. Olive oil, it's a great sealant. It actually penetrates your hair and it helps with frizz because none of us like frizz. Now, olive oil, I sometimes like to mix this with a little bit of avocado, a real avocado, and a little bit of honey, and I'll put that on my hair, and it really does help tame the frizz. I'll do another video on that in the future. Jojoba oil, it clears dirt and impurities. It does soften your hair follicles, and it also helps with like irritation in your scalp. Avocado oil has protein, so that's important. And almond oil is just a really good moisturizing oil. That's where you're gonna get most of your moisture from. I did get these little honey jars from Lucky's Market. You are supposed to actually fill these with honey and purchase the honey, but I don't like honey. However, I do love these jars. I don't have to worry about any like spilling or anything when I'm traveling with my oils. They're very convenient, and usually I would say use a bottle with like the pointy spout, but I can always take the top off and replace the top if I needed to, so that's really no big deal. Now, I am going to make 2 bottles of oil because that's usually how much I'm able to get. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my essential oils. I'm actually gonna go ahead and split this bottle between these 2 honey jars. And I am using absolutely no measuring tools. I'm just straight eyeballing this. I always do. It just works out better that way. So this jar is empty. We're gonna go ahead and toss that. Now the tea tree oil, I don't use as much because the smell is pretty strong. Eucalyptus is pretty strong as well, but tea tree just has a different type of strong smell. Really, there wasn't that much left in this bottle, so. Peppermint oil, like I said, my peppermint oil is almost gone, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just toss all of this in there. Okay, so now that I have most of the essential oils out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and use my stretcher oils. So I am gonna split these 3 bottles between these 2 honey jars, and then whatever room is left, I'm just gonna use olive oil to fill that up. And the last oil, the olive oil. Like I said, we're just gonna take whatever space is left and fill it with olive oil. Now, I personally have been using this formula for a few years now. I use it on my hair. I use it on my clients' hair. I've had clients that have asked me to make them a bottle of oil because they loved the oil. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Please like, subscribe, and comment.